Good morning. Good morning. They're trying to get everything in order. They're gonna be a good teaching moment on how to get this money. This is a free class on how to get that money. And what's up, Juice? And the S&P 500. Good morning, Z. And what we got to start doing. The first, we're gonna go through the whole process, how to open up a brokerage account. Then we're going to go through the process of what to invest in, how to invest in it, and why the reason you're investing in it. So, first and foremost, find a company of your liking like Vanguard, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, BlackRock. And I'm not endorsing anyone, but I use Vanguard and Charles Schwab. Those are the ones I've been using. And I had Vanguard when I was actually working at Dana Corporation. And I opened up Charles Schwab on my own through my broker, Greg Collingwood. Now, I appreciate all the likes because the more we get, the more people come and get this free information. Now, you got to be willing to start off by opening up a brokerage account. That is the first steps to take. Once you start taking them steps to open up the brokerage account, now you know you're kind of serious. That's almost like opening up a checking and savings account, then filing for that first credit card. Now, when you get that brokerage account open, tell your agent, they'll ask you a series of questions about your age, your bank account, where you work at, the basic information. But once you open up the account, automatically transfer money from that account to open up an S&P 500 index fund. Now, I don't know the actual amount they charge now, but when I opened it, it might have been like 200, 250. I mean, 2,000, 2,500 to actually open up to get a index fund. But you don't have to start off with an index fund. What you got to do is just open up the brokerage account. You can ask them a series of questions. They don't have a time frame, how long they're going to be on the phone. They're going to ask all your questions. What's up, Nikki? Good morning. They're going to be professional and tell them exactly what is your financial goals. And then once they figure out your age and your retirement age and what your financial goals are, they're going to tell you what you need to invest in. And they're going to say, well, you can get a VOO, a VTI, a VFIAX. There's so many different plans out there, and they're going to tell you these are the ones that will help accelerate your growth. But you got to have the discipline. But the most important thing is opening up that account. Good. Thank you for all that you're doing. I'm learning so much from you. I appreciate it, Nikki. Because like I said, Nikki, my thing is I love getting on here helping people. Because at the end of the day, you meet more people on social media than you might meet in a daytime walking around or working. And if I can share some of my knowledge and some of my information to help people, that where my blessings come in. And the most important thing is if we working as a village, people always say we don't stick together. This is a time for us to start sticking together as a community. And your community can be people you meet in church, your neighborhood, your job, or on social media. So my thing is helping people grow. If people want to sit here and invest, they can. I can tell you the steps to take. If people don't want to, they still can get the information. So whenever they're ready. But the discipline come in when you first open up that account. You said you open up a brokerage account and you've been making a $500 contribution. That is fucking great. Some people never made a $500 contribution into their accounts. Now, they might be doing it because they work at a certain place. They may work at a certain factory, and then they do it. I appreciate all the likes. And I tell people that's the most important step. Then once you take that step, now it's about talking to these people and getting all the free information you can. Now, imagine I be on here running my mouth. Them people will be on the phone with you. They don't have a lot of time to talk as far as I know. Because I done been on the phone with them a half an hour. And they will ask You can ask them any question about finance. What you should invest your money in. What is the safest bet? What is the quickest way to get rich? And they all going to tell you the safest usually going to be an ETF, a mutual fund, or index fund. Those are the safest routes because at the end of the day, they're going to be managing your portfolio. If you're a 30-year-old individual and you want to retire at 65, they already have a index fund or mutual fund or ETF fund that's already in play that they know it should help you reach your financial goal by the time you're 65. But they're going to tell you now, there was the discipline come in, the focus and the dedication to your financial growth. You got to sit there and put that a lot of amount. They tell you got to put in $500 a month. You got to put that $500 in there a month. You don't have no choice, or you're not going to smash your goal. You can put 100, but you ain't going to smash that goal. Because they had already got a formula mapped out about finance. So they're going to manage your portfolio. They're going to tell you how much you need to invest and where they're going to put the money there for you. Like I got a VO, I got a VTI, a VFIX. I have a lot of different index funds. And that was the bulk of my money came from. I've been investing almost 17 years. A lot of people say, well, you've been investing 17 years. That's all you made. Damn. How many people can actually say they made 7 figures at their job and still have 7 figures in an account? So investing is long term. Day trading, swing trading, to me, that's gambling. That's some short term shit where only 1 to 2% of the American population ever became famous in it. Like the guy, I had played a video yesterday, and I wanted people to hear this guy talk about the mutual funds. Then we broke down how much you can make. Like he said, if you put $10,000 to an S&P 500 index fund within 10 years at 12.4.5%, you're going to have $32,000, $33,000 without making no more contributions. Now, just say you put that $10,000 in there, and then you made a contribution each year for $10,000 to $12,000. You'd have had maybe $500,000 plus. Because the average person, when you sit down and start doing a budget, like Nikki said she got a budget, you start doing a budget, you're going to start seeing how much money come out of your household daily, weekly, and monthly for nothing, or yearly. Most of y'all going to get an income tax check in the next month or two. Some of y'all might get a couple thousand back. Some of y'all might get about 10 grand back. And guess what? Most of y'all going to blow it. What's up, Chef? Most of y'all going to blow your income tax. See, and I'm going to give y'all a prime example of that. This is me, what I used to do. I used to get my income tax check. And I would get a nice amount back each year. I used to take that income tax, buy me something, go out of town, go out the country, and blow it. Because I done had a money mindset. I was blowing all that damn money, which I could have been investing. So just imagine I came home at 205 from maybe 206 to maybe 2007 or 8. No, I might have been close to that. What's up, Chef? Be honest. I'm gonna say from 2006 maybe to 2014. I was traveling, spending that damn money. Even though I was investing into my brokerage account, but what if I had put that extra $7,000, $8,000 to $10,000 each year in that account? So over that 10-year period, that had been almost $100,000 I made just on a contribution, right? That had been $100,000. Then you compound that daily at 10 to 12%. That $100,000 I put in there might have would have turned into another $300,000 or $400,000. But I was hustling the market, but the market and society were hustling me. So just imagine you work 11 months. Just say you work 11 months to get an income tax check back. You say, I deserve this. This is my money. I work hard for it. Then you take that same money from your income tax check. You give it to Delta Airline. You give it to Hilton. You fly to this foreign country that your ass going to be scared to venture off unless you're going on an excursion with another 40 people that they overpriced this bullshit to see Jamaica. And then the rest of the time you're sitting around, walking around inside of a prison they call a resort. So now you done wasted $5,000 from Thursday to maybe Sunday or Monday when you fly back out. That $5,000 that you gave at Delta and Hilton, you could have put in your investment account. Now you got to go back to work Tuesday morning and hustle and grind that money back up. That money didn't work for you. That worked for them corporations. That worked for the airline. That worked for all the people who were working at the resort that you were giving tips to. So when we start changing our mindset, see what I'm saying, Shell? When we start changing our mindset, you say, hold up. Why would I spend $5,000 this motherfucking weekend? If you can't afford to spend $5,000 every weekend when you're at home, don't do it when you to go away. Like I told a guy, we and my nephew in the shop last week, we got a heated debate. And I hate when people take over the conversation and they ain't really thinking before they say something. Because my nephew, dude, you have a trucking company, Delonte. So what we having a conversation here, the average person can't do what you do. You had like 5 trucks on the road, and plus you on the road. So you had 6 vehicles making you money. Then your wife is a travel freaking nurse. Then your mom, when she died, left you almost $1 million. Then when your dad died, he left you about 10 pieces of real estate and about $1 million insurance policy. And he, thanks y'all, and he was the only kid. I said, Delonte, so if you choose to go to Houston and splurge and have a good time, talking about you want to try new restaurants and all that stuff, you ain't got no problem spending $400 or $500 a day on meals for the whole time you gone. Then I'm like, well, I ain't got it like that. Yes, you do. No, I don't have it like that. Because at the end of the day, I still got to run my businesses. I still got bills. I just had to pay $10,000 on the shop roof. It was the flat roof, and it wasn't in the whole roof. So that's 10 grand. Then a couple weeks before that, one of my rental property, the furnace went out. That was $750. Just to put a little box in there. Just had one of my cars fixed. And had to pay them yesterday, $1,500. See, people don't realize being a business owner, driving these vehicles every day, the kind of money you would have to put into certain stuff. So what if I'd have been splurging and spending all my money because I'm on a vacation, I want to go spend $500 on a meal? I tell people, and I keep it real, I'm going to Atlanta. I go to Atlanta every year because my sister lives there. And she usually come here once, I come here, and then we usually take a trip. So she'll come and visit me, I'll go visit her. Then we're taking a trip for my 60th birthday to Turks and Caicos. So so we're going to, and I lied again. And then we're going to meet up in New Orleans for the French Quarter Fest. It's like a jazz festival, but they call it a French Quarter Fest. And it go from April the 13th, I think, to the 16th, 17th. So that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're going to meet down there also. Now, when I go out of town, just say right now, I'm going to go to Atlanta. I ain't going to say Atlanta, because when I go there, I usually stay at her house. So just say if I went to Houston right now, I already planned out how much I'm going to pay for my rental car, because I'll get it in advance, my plane ticket, right? And my hotel. That's not included in the food call. Once I get that plane ticket, the hotel, and the rental car, this is a business trip. I need a transportation for conduct business, right? And I'm staying there on a business trip. I use everything for business, so I take everything out my business account, on my business credit card. Y'all get what I'm saying? Then I can file taxes on it at the end of the year. Okay. So y'all get where I'm coming from. So once I get to Houston on this business trip, I'm only going to spend $100 a day. See, people are, how are you going to do that? For one, I go to the Embassy Suites. A lot of people don't want to go to the Embassy Suites. I like them. They're comfortable, they're cool, they're clean, and guess what? I get a free fucking breakfast. Because when I go out of town, I still work out. Get up in the morning, give me a nice workout, have them make my eggs, have them make my food. I go up there, get a shower, eat my food. One meal down. Then once I'm going out hanging out in the city, most likely I ain't gonna eat again till it's time for dinner. So if I choose to spend that whole $100 on a meal, I can. But most likely I won't, because it ain't too many places in America you can get a great meal for $50. I don't care where you go, unless you're going somewhere like Capitol Grill, and I still go to places like Capitol Grill and still get me a meal under $100. So don't want to tell people. So if I go out of town for 5 days, I'm allot anywhere from 100 to 150 for food per day. And I guarantee I never go, because once I eat breakfast in the morning, I'm a light eater anyway. Like right now, I just ate breakfast. I made me some broccoli, some chicken, egg, and I scrambled it all together like a stir fry with my other vegetable. Ate that, ate me some grapes, and drank me some water. So my next meal out of the day might be 4 or 5 o'clock when I come in after working out stuff. I really don't eat a lot. So it's easy for me to go on a trip and only spend $400 or $500 for the whole week on food. Now, I'm not saying if you're going out, and I'm not saying on drinks. I'm saying this is just a lot for food. And then if I do go places like Houston, all them places where you can't walk around with your own liquor, I still allot another amount, because I really don't drink. I'm an extreme casual drinker. I might only drink once or twice a year. So if I do go to Houston and I choose to get a drink, if I go to a bar, it really gonna be something real light. I'm gonna get me a margarita or something, sit there and drink that mother, and I'll be done. Cause if I drink a margarita right now, I'll be buzzing like a mother. So it's too many ways for me to save that money. And now I'm so petty with myself, I make sure every extra penny I have, that shit get invested. And people say, my brother-in-law, he one of the top advisors of Charles Schwab down in the Southern District, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida. I know the Michigan, because he was living in Michigan, him and my sister. I don't know all the regions. And he got one of the bigger law firms. He won investment firm with Charles Schwab. And he do a lot of my investments for me. We do a lot of them together, And that's why I tell people, once you open up your brokerage account, I would turn you on to him, because for one, he already get paid by Charles Schwab, right? He get a salary. He don't get paid on commission. So if he tell you to buy, sell, and trade, he gets nothing out of that. So he gonna give you the best information possible for you to make money. Because at the end of the day, once he gets your summary account in his front desk, and he gotta manage your fund, it's his duty to make that fund some money. If he don't make that fund no money, it's a great possibility that he will be demoted or maybe fired. Now, if you get with an advisor and this motherfucker working on commission, run away. He working on commission, run away from him or her. Because they gonna say, buy Apple, buy Microsoft, sell Apple, sell Microsoft, buy NVIDIA, buy Tesla, sell it to them. Because every time you buy and sell and trade, they get money. And then just say you got $1 million in your portfolio. They might get 1 to 3% of the gains that you'd have made. Fuck that. You got $1 million in a Charles Schwab S&P 500 index fund. They might only make $400 from managing your portfolio that year. Not that month, that year. Imagine somebody managing $1 million portfolio and you paying them $400. So you basically paying them what? $40 a month to make sure, less than $40 a month to make sure that your account keep growing for millions and millions of dollars. Don't want to tell people, once you open up your brokerage account, you start talking to these advisors on there, get all the information. Because it's their job to keep you informed. It's their job to teach you, like we're doing right now. That's their job. Like right now. Okay. Y'all might can't see it. Where I got my finger at. Y'all might can't see it. That's a Vanguard 500 index. Now last year, Last year, the percentage, what it had, it went up 32%. Vanguard 500 index, y'all can look this stuff up. Last year, it went up 32%. If you had $100,000 in that account, you would have made $32,000. The VQQ trust went up 14% last year. You had $100,000 in that account. What you'd have made? You'd have made $14,000. That don't sound like a lot, but just imagine you got 4 or 5 of them with $500,000. You got 5 now. You got $500,000 invested in the S&P 500, and they all give you over 10%. That $50,000 you'd have made. Like I said, I might can't see it. I got my finger by it. Now, this one is a Spider S&P. Spider, the symbol is SPY. Symbol SPY. Spider S&P 500 ETF. Now, last year, that was at 22%. I'm going to say it again. You got $100,000 in that account. I'm just figuring out a number that we can break it out easily. 22%, you made about $24,000 on that account. You can't tell me that is not great money. Now, one of you had $500,000 in that account. You then would have brought in what? Over $100,000 on $500,000? Most people in America is not making $100,000 taken home. Most people is not. And that's not to put nobody down. Most people in America would never actually take home $100,000 after taxes. It's a small percentage, maybe about 30%. And then you only have maybe less than 5% of the American population. Now we're going to say African American. The African American population have a net worth of $1 million. You can look this stuff up, under 5%. So a lot of times you see people on social media talking about money, how much money they get. They walk around doing this shit with a cell phone in an expensive neighborhood. They renting an Airbnb or putting up in a Lambo. They renting for a couple hours to make these videos, making people think they're successful. When you can look it up, they say only maybe 5% or less African Americans have $1 million in assets. Now, I'm going to show you if you choose to buy individual stocks. Now, individual stocks are cool to buy, but I try to push people away from that unless you're kind of knowledgeable in the market. And like I said, my brother-in-law is a financial advisor there, and my sister knows a lot about real estate and the banking industry and stocks also, because she used to be vice president. If anybody here from the Georgia area, she used to be vice president of SunTrust Bank and a place called Brookhaven. If anybody know what Brookhaven is, or you've been to Atlanta, most people here may have been to Atlanta. If you went to a mall called Lenox Mall or Fifth Plaza, is on Peach Street. You go past Lenox Mall, go to that light, go past Fifth Plaza. Now you'll be in Brookhaven. So she used to be vice president of operations there. So she knows a lot about finance, real estate, and investing. So I get a lot of information from them also. And plus they got a lot of people that they know that's Caucasians, that's in this world that actually do this kind of stuff for a living. And when I got into the cryptocurrency space, they already had a lot of the information. So I was already basically up and running. So like, just say you bought some Apple shares. Apple went up 39% last year. Now, just say you bought Facebook, which is now called Meta Platform. It went up 23% last year. And just say you bought individual shares of Microsoft. Microsoft was at 20% last year. Now, you see all these financial gains. You know why they having big gains? People gonna use Apple. People gonna use Facebook and Microsoft. And get Alphabet. Alphabet is actually Google. When you hear the name Alphabet, Alphabet is Google. Let me see where they at now, cause I know I got Google. Give me a second. I just gotta find it. Okay, I know everybody heard the video right now. Now, NVIDIA Corporation, the symbol is NVDA, NVDA, NVIDIA Corp. Last year, NVIDIA was up 9%. Hold on, give me a second. I'm still looking for Alphabet. I know I got Alphabet. Because if I don't have Alphabet in this account, I know I have Alphabet in my... I'm just... Because if I don't have it in this account, I know I have it in my Vanguard account. Well, I guess not. It must be in my... Well, I guess not. It must be in my Vanguard account. But I'm about to show you another thing. Now, if you really want to get into the real estate game, right? A lot of people want to be a realtor or have real estate. Now, you do not have to own actual real estate. I'm about to put a name of a company that I've been investing in for a long time. And we made a lot of money with Simon. It's called Simon Property Group. Now, I put on a wall called Simon Property Group. Now, we made a lot of money with Simon Property Group. And the reason I say we made a lot of money with Simon Property Group, because Simon Property Group is one of the biggest companies in the United States of America and around the globe when it comes to investing and real estate. Now, just imagine when you see a lot of these strip malls, you see a lot of, standstill malls, whatever. They invest in a lot of stuff like that. So Simon Property Group, if you invest in Simon Property Group, right, you actually is a shareholder and a business owner inside of all them companies. And that'll be a way for you to actually get into the real estate game. Look at Simon Property Group. Now, like I said, anytime I put some information up here, man, please check behind me. Don't let me just be on here running my mouth. Don't let me check behind me. If you catch me on some bullshit, call me out. Now I'm going to put a couple more here for y'all. Q. Okay. Now, and like I said, man, y'all got to go back and study these, because this is your opportunity to get this information, apply this information to your life, and go back and study this stuff, man. Cause you can't get rich by procrastinating. You can't do it. You can't do it. You got to go out here, man, and put in the work. Once you put in the work, man, you'll start seeing your life changing. Okay. I put 4 on the wall that I feel in my heart, because I made money with them, that I feel that everybody going to make money with them. The QQQ, the VOO, the VTI, despite the S&P 500. And the reason I always say get a mutual fund or an index fund, because a lot of people on here don't really know how to invest. And you don't want to start listening to people on here and they tell you to swing trade, day trade, and they telling you all this bullshit, then you lose your money. Then you go into a depressing state then you go on social media and start cussing this man out or woman out. That's why I tell people this is not financial advice. Whatever I put on here, this is what I invest in. And I be on here just talking to a group of my friends and we just having a chit chat about investing. So if I invest in this, I need you to look that up. Whatever I put on this wall, please go back and look up QQQ, VOO, VTI, and the Spider S&P 500. It'll tell you how much money the index funds made or ETF fund made last year, percentage-wise. 14%, 20%, 30%. Someone went up to 45%. Now just imagine if you can do that for 20 or 30 years, get those type of returns. Now we know they're going to have the return might be 26 this year. Next year might be 17. The year after that might be 5. Then it might be -3. But historically, the S&P 500 have always been 10 to 15% for the last century. So it's a great chance that you still gonna make some money in the S&P 500. Like the QQQ, they got over 4,000 companies that they invest in. Then the Spider might only have 500 or 600 of the top companies in the world to invest in, but they still investing in the top companies in certain sectors. So it's almost guaranteed to make money. Now, mind you, you talking to a man who don't have a financial background. You talking to a man who never been into investing till he came home from prison. I sound like I'm really intelligent. Wait till you get on the phone and talk to an actual broker. Wait till you get on the phone and really talk to a financial advisor. They gonna blow your freaking mind. And they gonna give you the right information because they don't have no personal gain. They get paid by Charles Schwab and Vanguard. They on a salary. That's like you work at a factory. Most people here done worked in factories before. Just say you worked in a factory, right? I work every day, but I can get paid for overtime. When I was working at Dana Corporation, when I was a supervisor at Dana Corporation, I was salary. So if I had to come in for overtime, we didn't get paid. We had to fight them to make them start paying us for all the overtime we was doing. So that's like a broker, if he commissioned, right? Now the broker don't have no personal gain. He get paid by Charles Schwab. But if you're working on commission, you got to watch him. Because I'm going to tell you by Microsoft. Like I said before, I'm going to tell you by Apple. A week later, hey, you know what? You need to sell that, man. You need to jump over the Delta or JetBlue. Hey, you know what? Hey, man, you need to go over here to Google. You need to get Alphabet. So they going to keep running you around. Next minute you know, they done F your portfolio up, even though you might be making some money, but they making money. Because every time they make a sell a trade, I don't know exactly what you get on each platform, but Charles Schwab, it might be, every time they make a sell a trade, I don't know exactly what you get on each platform, but Charles Schwab, it might be like $25 and sometimes $50. So just say on an average, because I make a lot of selling trades myself, so I do it free. But just say you might be paying $25, $50 each time it's a selling trade. And if you got $100,000 portfolio, that clown gonna get 1 to 3%. So they actually hustling you. So I don't like to work with people that sit there and they gotta work for commission. They're like a salesman coming to your house. They're gonna get on your nerve and they're gonna try their best to get you to sell something. Or you go to a car lot when them people are not getting paid on commission, watch how laid back they be. They ain't out there trying to press your ass to buy no vehicle, lying to you, forcing your hand. And those are the ones that's in the office. But them salesmen on that sales floor, oh, they going to be lying, twisting, asking do you got a trade in. Then they're going to ask you what's your credit score, what is your amount of money you can pay each month. They factoring all that in. So when they go back there and say they only can pay this each month, they're going to come out with the shit they already built out and you're still getting played. That's why when I go in there, hey, do you have an A plan? If anybody don't know what A plan is, they're like a family member, somebody work at a factory, and you get a discount. No, I do not. Do you have a trade-in? No, I do not. Can we run a credit score? No, you cannot. Sir, do what I need you to do. Give me the actual amount this vehicle gonna be out the door. Most times they say, well, we can't do that. Let me run a credit check. No, you don't need to run a credit check because they're still gonna be based on that. What is the price of this car out the door? Then if I still choose to give them a credit check, now tell me what the price gonna be out the door. Once they tell me we're gonna be 120,000 out the door. Now, sir, I do have a trade-in. Why you didn't tell me before? Because I ain't got to. So now my trade-in is 30,000. Now you gotta take $30,000 off that. So now they come back with a different number. Now they heated. Oh, you know what? I do have an A plan, sir. And I should get like $5,000 to $6,000 off of this vehicle. Now he's gonna start, oh no, we can't do that. You know, why you can't do it? Because you think you're getting these discounts, you're really not. That's why they always ask you, do you have a trade-in? You say yes, they're gonna factor all that shit in there. Then you're gonna say they're gonna factor your credit score with your interest rate. They're gonna factor all that stuff in your A plan all in one bundle. Then they're gonna give them this number. And you think you got a discount and you really didn't. Then they're gonna start factoring other stuff. Like destination charge, I will buy that, but I'm not paying you $400 because you put some nitrogen and some damn tires. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So that's the way they actually play a game. Even in the real estate field, by me being in real estate, they play games also. Now, mind you, when Zillow, Redfin, and the other companies put this data out there, they haven't even seen some of these neighborhoods. So if this house I'm sitting in right now, my house got appraised maybe 3 years ago. So it appraised like 240. But it's a comp that's in my neighborhood that just sold for 330. I went online and looked at this actual house. It's not on par with my house. Because when I purchased this house, when I paid for the house, I gutted the whole house. Everything in this house is basically new, from the wiring to the flooring to the drywall, everything. But it's not actually new no more because I've been in the house 15 years. A finished basement, so in all actuality, this really just a 15-year-old house. But they might have a 100-year-old house and had no updates. And they still got 330. But when Zillow put this data out there, I know that house is not worth $330,000. But they sold it and somebody was willing to buy it. These be inflated numbers in these neighborhoods. You didn't see how easy in the last 5 years since the pandemic, how everybody's house went up, everybody taxes on insurance on their property went up, everybody property tax went up. Now you're gonna tell me if my property tax might have been $2,000 a year, how the hell it go up to $3,500? How the hell my insurance go up? How the hell my homeowner's insurance go up? How the hell my HOA went up? See, they doing that. They overinflating the property we call Redfin, Zillow, and BlackRock. They so global. They own almost all the properties in America now. They got whole community that just gonna be for renters. Just say you got a subdivision that you're gonna buy into. No, these subdivisions just for people for renting. Cause BlackRock already see the market. If we make everybody in America renters, we can't go wrong. And then we're gonna overprice stuff with an average millennial. It would never be able to afford a house unless they're a star. They get lucky on TikTok or they hustling. If you're working a 9 to 5, even they give you $20, $30, $40 an hour, that money is ate up so fast with a goddamn $120,000 car note. Even used cars at 3 years old still going for 60 and 70. So you would never be able to get ahead, and they see the game. So we're gonna buy up all the real estate, we're gonna buy up all the subdivisions, name this Little Rock, and people gonna buy into it and they're gonna become renters. People gonna be renting the rest of their life. That's why you never notice you got a lot of platforms saying buying a piece of property, buying a house is a dumb investment. How the hell the house is a dumb investment? This is one of my greatest financial investments ever. Period. Because I'm guaranteed, since I seen that last comp, to get anywhere from 330 to 350. I only paid $75,000 for the house during the housing crash, and I might have put maybe $75,000 into it. Because don't forget, in 2007, 2008, the house crashing market, and then the drywall, the electric, and all that stuff was cheaper almost 20 years ago. So I can make almost $300,000 profit off a piece of property, but people telling people these are bad investments. I have 17 pieces of property, right? I have 15 that are rented out to Section 8, right? And I had 2 that's not rented out to Section 8, called 2 of them we were using for group homes. So they're not rented out to Section 8. Now, every piece of property I have, so I'm going to show you, well, I just took the rent up on one, but I had to file the paperwork on. Hold on, I'm going to show y'all. This paper from Lucas County Housing Authority. And that is our Section 8 here. See, this is a request form I just put in with Section 8. Okay. It's for the dwelling, the participant live in, and for the landlord. The total contract, because I went in there and for increase. The total contract is for $1,500 per month. The total rent for the resident will be $648. So the young lady that living there with her family, she got to give me $648, right? And a housing assistant payment where the government would give me $852. And they won't reimburse me on a utility because she already paid her utility. And by me doing her a favor, I've been paying her water for the last 6 years. Because I know she have a family. She's a single mother. And I said that's my way of giving back, saving her $400 or $500 or more a year for me paying the water. Now, just imagine, like I said, this is a rent increase. Just imagine now, if you have 15 pieces of property on Section 8, but we're going to do it even easier. You got 10 pieces of property on Section 8 times $1,500. That's $15,000 per month. So you're going to tell me people getting these platform, these multi-millionaires and some be billionaires saying a piece of property is a dumb investment. I always was taught that real estate was the way to be. When I first read Donald Trump book in prison, Art of the Deal, he was talking about how his father became a real estate mogul. Mark Cuban, heavily real estate. The lady Miss Cochran on Shark Tank, real estate. But why would I listen to somebody gonna tell me that real estate is a dumb ass investment? Because they playing the game, they want to put that in your mind and tell you never buy a piece of property. You want your freedom. If you want to get up and move and pack up, you can move. I can pack up and move right now and rent this motherfucker out for $2,000. And then if I rent it out for $2,000, it's gonna pay my property tax while I'm renting it out. It's gonna pay my homeowner's insurance and my freaking HOA. Then I still might pocket $1,000 a month while somebody living in my dwelling. So why would I not want to have real estate when real estate is changing lives? Go outside right now. We had a snowstorm yesterday, ice storm in Ohio. If I go outside right now and go downtown where it be a lot of homeless concentration, you ain't gonna see nobody laying out there on that damn sidewalk. Now you might see some homeless people walking through there, but they ain't gonna be on that sidewalk laying down. They gonna find shelter. There's nowhere in the world that it's gonna be freezing cold and they ain't gonna have shelter in place. Everybody needs somewhere to live. Everybody needs water. You can't live without water. Everybody needs shelter. Everybody don't need a lot of clothes. I can wear the same clothes 10 years. But you need to get a house. You need water. You need food for nourishment. So, and you need utilities. Don't want to invest in a lot of nuclear stuff. I'm investing in a blockchain with cryptocurrency. So a lot. What's up, Bryce? What's up, nephew? How you doing? Did you go to that game, Bryce? So I'm investing into a lot of stuff that we need in society, and that's how you play the game. If if you become an investor, invest in stuff that's gonna change the world. We know Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, the blockchain, the ER20s, the ISO 22. This shit about to change humanity. That's why you got a coin out there called XRP. I'ma hold that in. There's gonna be some teaching. I'ma start teaching y'all about some cryptocurrency where y'all can start making some damn money. Now, I'm gonna put these cryptos on the wall before I get up out of here. Bryce, you write these down too, cause I'll see you at the shop. I want y'all to look these up now. Don't take my word on nothing I put on this wall. Y'all take my word on. Don't do it. Do not do it. I want y'all to check behind me, and if I'm on some bull, y'all check me the next day. Well, a lot of people know about Bitcoin now, so I'm gonna put Bitcoin on here too, because I want you to read about it. Ethereum. I want people to read about Ethereum. And these are a lot of them that I use for the scalability. So, give me a second. You know, y'all know I'm old and shit. XDC and Polygon. Now, the ones I put on the wall, these are all crypto utilities. Okay. Now, all the ones I put on the wall just now, they all utility coins. And a utility coin, except for Bitcoin, but a utility coin is like, you can use like XRP for the banking industry, where XRP would do cross-border transfer of money. Just say I got $1 million, I want to transfer it to Hong Kong. It can get there in seconds. So a lot of networks, like you look like Japan, they just adopted in all the banking system XRP. XRP is having a little problem right now. Why it haven't accelerated like as opposed to? Because the last guy that was in office with the SEC, they just got rid of his ass. He was anti-crypto. But by the time he started trying to get on Bitcoin, it already had accelerated. So he was holding some of these currencies back. He was anti. Now we got a pro cryptocurrency administration. It's going to accelerate. Since Mr. Trump came into office, I made almost close to $100,000 in the cryptocurrency space. When the Biden administration in there, my money didn't go anywhere. I was taking losses. So I done made almost $100,000 profit in the last couple of months. It ain't been a couple of months yet. It's really been almost a little over a month. So those are some of the ones you can look up. Make sure you read about them. Make sure you study about them. If you're not a reader, go on YouTube and put any one of them in there. And they're going to tell you what they do. A lot of this stuff, information going to sound foreign. And they're going to be overwhelming. But hey, you got to learn it. Because this is the new wave. This is a new wave. And they're going to get other industrialized nations the opportunity to start competing with the United States and other mega countries, powerhouses, and dictatorships. So now they're going to have everybody on the same page. That's why Donald Trump said in a statement, we're going to try to be the first and we're going to try to be the cryptocurrency capital of the world. That's why he even made a coin. His wife made a coin. His coin came out within a couple of days. It had a $4 or $5 billion market cap. Then his wife came out with one. Then everybody in his administration, they cryptocurrency friendly. They all invest. JD Vance had 40 some Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin at $100,000, what that tell you? He had like 40. So he had $4 or $5 million in Bitcoin. So you don't think they want this to work? That's why if you go look up Donald Trump and put in speaking on cryptocurrency, watch how many people coming in and speak highly about cryptocurrency. So they telling you what we about to do to get some money. F all that bickering, talking about he ain't got no black people in the administration, that he might be racist, he don't like black people, he gonna put us back in slavery. Man, he tripping on immigration and people mad because he's sending illegals that shouldn't be here anyway out of the country. Man, they telling you what we about to do. We about to get this money. You got the most powerful, the richest administration in fucking history. You got the richest man in the world who is not getting paid to show us how they've been stealing and lying to us. This man trying to cut out income tax, trying to dismantle the IRS. He trying to tell you you should get taxed on your overtime. He trying to tell you you shouldn't get taxed if you're a waiter on your tips. They let you know how they been playing us. And he got all these people working for him for free. How they educated people. And we are mad because they about to expose the government. They about to show you how to get some money. Just imagine you work 60 hours and you get overtime for 20. That's all your money. You know how your lifestyle would fucking change? But I guarantee you, after he do it, within 4 years, when the Democrats come again, oh, they gonna shut that down. The Republicans always show you how to get money. But we get blinded because you got D.L. Hughley, all these dudes on these podcasts, always doing this hate mongering shit. But he ain't telling you that these people are telling you, hey, you better get you some cryptocurrency. Hey, you better get some Bitcoin. Hey, you better get your black self in that stock market because we about to start rolling. We about to start rolling. If I could go on my app right now when I get to the shop, because I can't do it because y'all on here, I'm going to show y'all a picture of what my investment account and Charles Schwab went through from November when he won the election to, what is the day, like the 13th or the 14th? I don't actually know the day, but it's the 13th or 14th, right? Some shit like that. So, that being, since he actually took office being just a little over a month. Hey, hold on, I gotta take this call. Don't hang up, y'all. And since he actually took office being just a little over a month. Hey, hold on, I gotta take this call. Don't hang up, y'all. Now, if you could hear that conversation, say yes. If anybody heard that conversation, I'll talk to the guy on the phone, say yes. And what were we talking about? Oh, and they telling you how powerful we're gonna be globally when it comes out to cryptocurrency. Because we got to get on it first. Because you start letting other people get on it, you're gonna be lost. Now, that was one of people, he don't actually work for me, but he do work for me. So one of my Section 8 dwelling getting an inspection today. It did have some little problems in there Well, we fixed the roof, but it got to be sanded down and painted over. So he said he forgot to do it yesterday because he was running because we had a bad ice storm, and also he have a company where they plowed and all that also, and he did a home improvement. So he gonna call some other guys that actually work for him that actually will go over and get the job done. See, stuff like that, you gotta have people in place, and don't forget, I didn't expect the unit to have a little problem that gotta be fixed. So that might be another $400 or $500 for them to just go up there and patch that up and paint over it. You see what I'm saying? And sand it. But that's the life of a business owner and a landlord. And then you gotta have good people in place. He called me back and said, "Man, I'm sorry, we was out all day long with this, but I'm gonna find you somebody get over there. What time of the inspection?" I said anywhere from 9 to 1. But I don't know when they're gonna show up. They might show up in the next 10 minutes. You can't get nobody out there. But that's okay. That's okay. If we fail the inspection for that, or we have failed to inspect for anything else, it's still okay. I still get paid. But guess what? I had 2 weeks to get it fixed. Then he always can go in there and fix it within 2 weeks. It's no biggie. Then when they come back out, whatever they say, and most of the time they won't come back, they're going to say, just send me a picture and let us know that it's done. Because they ain't going to bring their ass out again because they get paid anyway. So it's really no biggie if we fail. Like I got 2 weeks to get the problem done. But if they find anything else in there, it'll be on that piece of paper so we know everything that need to be done. Because you're getting a professional inspector to come out every 11 months. So I want him to go through the dwellings. If anything wrong with electrical or whatever, I'm going to be up on it. So that's also good with Section 8. So, like I said, man, I just put that on a wall. I want everybody to look it up and make sure you looked up them cryptocurrencies and what they can do for you. Because this administration is going to show you how to get that money. You got to be on board. F with your homegirls and homeboys saying you don't have to like Mr. Trump. You don't have to like the Republicans. But damn, you got to like money. Because I really don't care who in office. I got to grind. I got to grind. I'll be 60 in November. Nobody ever helped the African American community since I was growing up. You got to get it yourself. So I don't care who be in office. Because we had a black man in office, he didn't help us. We still was in the same situation. The same shit we talking about, schools, our community, jobs, blah, blah. The same shit we've been talking about since slavery. So we got to keep it moving. We got to listen to what these people saying. And like, hold up. Why they keep talking about Bitcoin? Hold up. J.D. Vance got 40 Bitcoin. He the second most powerful person in the world. What they gonna do? Donald Trump just got a cryptocurrency coin. Then his wife got one. Wow, hold up. What are they about to do? Look it up. Donald Trump had made a coin. His wife made a coin. Now you got a lot of coins out there called meme coins. Meme coins are actual fake coins. So be careful when you see certain stuff because they're going to start using his name, his wife likeness, because people can make a coin. And then it called a rug pull where they can take their money. It's almost like scamming the bank so they can take the money back from under you. So be careful on that. But look it up. Donald Trump coin. Even a black guy that was a preacher that preached up there when Donald Trump officially became in office, he started a meme coin in his wife. So that just tell you the power of what cryptocurrency gonna be. You never heard a Biden administration talking about cryptocurrency in a positive light. Oh, you get it? They're gonna use it for money laundering. They're gonna use it for the cartel. They're using your dollar bill for money laundering. They're using your dollar bill to buy guns for the cartel. They use it. What the hell? You ain't gonna never stop that. But they was anti with it because they wasn't on board with it. These people on board with it because they see the power of it. So get on board. Make sure you get the money. Hold on a second. So get on board. Make sure you get the money. Hold on a second. Well, y'all heard that. That's the life of a business owner. Well, I'm about to get out of here because I'm going to go into the shop. Then I got to make some phone calls, try to get some people over there and start taking care of some business and shit. So I appreciate everybody coming in. Like I said, we're gonna grow. 2025, man. I hope everybody can grow because I know my girl Nikki, she started doing the right thing. I hope everybody get on board, man. Z-Locks. Cause at the end of the day, man, this is how we get money. And then like y'all just heard the conversation. See, a lot of people be on here lying. You heard a person just actually called me twice. You know, a contractor and plus a person who rented from me. So I tell people, I'm so transparent. I want people to see that I'm actually speaking the truth and you're getting free, good financial information. So let me go ahead and take care of that. I'm gonna make these phone calls and get all this stuff together. So once they go over there, I have everything I need already. I appreciate y'all. Peace out. Thank you. Bye. Oh.